Today, we're diving into another one of Rob Kennedy's pieces from his AvGeek in Residence series. You know, the one that shines a light on all those critical but lesser-known aviation jobs. This one, it's all about a high-stakes logistics role that might just be the perfect next move for a lot of you. So let's get right into it. So I want you to picture this. A brand new multi-million-dollar aircraft is just sitting there on the tarmac. It's not going anywhere. Now, what do you think the problem is? For anyone in logistics, you know that downtime is your absolute worst enemy. So, what's the culprit here? You're probably thinking it's a huge mechanical issue, right? Or maybe some sudden crazy weather rolled in. And yeah, sure, that happens. But a lot of the time, the real reason is, well, it's a lot more familiar. It's the kind of problem that everyone who's ever managed a distribution center or a supermarket has nightmares about. That's it. A full, incredibly complex operation grinds to a total halt because of one missing bolt, one component without the right paperwork, one little hiccup in the supply chain. For an airline, that's not just a pain. It's a domino effect of cancellations and massive costs, all from one logistics failure. And that's exactly where our story really begins. So, who's the person that stops this nightmare from happening? Who's the quiet pro standing between a smooth global operation and total catastrophic downtime? Let's meet the hero of this whole operation. The Aviation Stores Manager. Their entire world is about managing inventory with absolute precision. But here's the twist. Every single thing, from a massive turbine blade down to the tiniest screw, has to be tracked and documented to meet unbelievably strict aviation rules. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because this role maps directly to the experience you already have. Seriously, if you're managing a single big box store, you're basically doing the job of a manager at a small airport. If you're a regional distribution lead, you've got the skill set for a medium-sized hub. And if you're running a national logistics HQ, you're already playing in the same league as a manager at a major international airport. The scale might feel different, but the core challenge, it's identical. So here's the key takeaway. This is not about starting a new career from square one. Not at all. It's about taking the expertise you've worked so hard to get and just applying it to a new, really exciting field. Let's break down how your skills translate directly. Just look at this. All that experience in warehouse and retail management, that's aircraft parts and tool management. Your mastery of the supply chain, that becomes making sure parts are available just in time for an entire fleet of aircraft. And all those skills in dealing with vendors and procurement, they translate perfectly to negotiating with and auditing highly specialized aviation suppliers. It's a total one-to-one match. And of course, the personal qualities are exactly the same things that make you good at your job right now. Being obsessed with the details isn't just a preference, it's a non-negotiable safety requirement. Staying calm under pressure isn't just about a holiday rush, it's about getting a grounded plane back in the air ASAP. This is the DNA of a great logistics manager. It doesn't matter if you're dealing with groceries or gearboxes. And naturally, we have to talk about the tech. You already live and breathe your inventory software. Well, in aviation, it's no different. The software might have different names. You'll hear things like AMOS or Quantum, but the core principles of tracking, ordering, and reporting, that's a language you are already fluent in. Okay, so we've established that you've got the skills, the fit is obvious, so the next question is, how do you actually make this happen? Let's map out what that career path could actually look like for you. You know, the barrier to entry is probably a lot lower than you think for someone with your experience. Yeah, a background in supply chain management is preferred, which, hello, you've already got, but often the minimum requirement is a high school diploma with solid organizational skills. Your years of real-world experience are what really count here. And if you want to fast-track the transition, there are definitely certifications that'll help. A lot of you are probably already familiar with APICS, the Association for Supply Chain Management. If you pair a certification like that with an aviation-specific one from, say, IATA, that's the International Air Transport Association, you're immediately sending a huge signal to employers that you're serious. And the potential for growth? It's fantastic. It's really a clear three-step journey. First, you just leverage the background you already have to get your foot in the door. Then, you can specialize in these really high-value areas, like procurements or fleet logistics. And from there, the path opens right up to senior leadership. We're talking MRO planning executive, or even head of corporate logistics for a whole airline. It's a very clear, very rewarding climb. So when you pull it all together, what you're looking at is more than just another logistics job. It's a chance to operate at the absolute peak of the supply chain world. a place where precision isn't just about the bottom line. It's about safety and keeping things moving. I think Rob Kennedy really nails it in his conclusion. Aviation stores managers are the quiet backbone. They aren't in the cockpit, they're not in the headlines, but without them and without their expertise, those planes simply do not fly. It's a job with huge responsibility and a real sense of purpose. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Right now, your skills are absolutely essential for keeping your company running. But what if you could take that same expertise and apply it to something even bigger? What if your skills could help keep the entire world flying?